Oh crap, here we go again. What's up everybody, my name is Don, and a few years ago, I've done this little Star Wars game called Jedi Fallen Order. Let's continue Cal Kestis' story with Jedi. Oh, I forgot the title screen does this whole slow burn thing. Yeah, Lucasfilm games, we know. Come on. Star Wars Jedi Survivor. Hope you guys enjoy. Getting Final Fantasy VII Remake vibes with this whole Coruscant Undercity thing. Really cool, actually.
On lockdown. State your business.
Sean.
Believe the rumors. A Jedi. We brought him in alive.
The Senator is expecting us.
You're clear to move along. We want to keep the Senator waiting. Yeah. Wish you died like the rest of your kind, traitor.
So, where's the handoff?
Docs, this kind of deal is best done in the shadows.
Sure. But what's to stop the Senator from taking our prisoner and chucking us into a sky lane?
He needs to keep this quiet. That's right.
Sidestepping Inquisitors, one-upping Vader? The guy's playing a dangerous game.
So are we.
Damn, I just realized I might not be able to talk, and there they go again.
Senator's orders.
This way. We're taking a detour.
Is it safe to talk? Alright, so the boost in quality between Jedi Fallen Order and Jedi Survivor is huge. I mean, super big.
Like rats in a maze. I don't like it.
Stick with the plan. We'll be fine.
As long as I get paid.
Stop is closed. Move along.
I have rights, you know.
Leave on your own or we take you in.
No! We're citizens. You can't treat us like this.
Yeah? Says who?
Level 2046 has seen better days. War's expensive. Someone's gotta pay for it.
The Empire's gonna get theirs one day. Might not be from Cal Kestis, but will be from some guy named Skywalker.
In this galaxy.
Not according to the propaganda.
Pipe down, prisoner.
These are the bedrocks of the Empire. Yet how can we thrive when terrorists...
Can't believe I'm about to meet a senator.
These days he rarely shows his face in public. Good thing he's making an exception for us. Well, we've got something that'll bring him favor with the Emperor.
I see it. They already scanned out the checkpoint.
Easy, officer. The Senator's just making sure everything's on the level. And we're off.
But what I was saying before about the quality increase, it wasn't that long before Jedi Survivor that Jedi Fallen Order came out. It was like at least 3 to 4 years. But then again, Fallen Order was a PS4 game. So this is, or at least it was, a next-gen exclusive. So you got all the ray tracing and all the shadows and the fur textures and giant freaking security droid from Rogue One.
That wasn't the deal.
Deals change.
Not this one. I come along or we walk.
Only you. The others must wait.
Terrorist.
You gonna let him call you that?
Ow, my freaking colon.
That's
So where'd you find him?
Night market. He was trying to buy a crate of electroproton bombs from a Chagrin arms dealer.
How'd you make the arrest?
Jedi have to sleep, same as us.
When the Senator gets a hold of you, you'll wish you were dead.
Always nice to meet a fan.
Yeah, this whole section is automated. That's the one thing I don't like about replaying these Jedi games.
This way.
Very long introductions. Ow. Okay, Dick White, why would you do that?
The prisoner needs to be in mint condition.
The Senator requested I bring the prisoner to him alive. He is breathing, isn't he?
Droids.
Is the district secure?
Yes, Senator.
It better be. Vader's dogs are always sniffing about. Jedi is a rare quarry these days. What else have you brought me? See that he is paid.
It's been a pleasure, Senator. Hope this isn't the last time we get to do business together.
The renegade Jedi Cal Kestis. You have made quite a name for yourself. Sabotaging weapons depots, disrupting supply lines, flaunting this for everyone to see. The failed coup on Norset. That was your doing, wasn't it?
What do you want, Senator? A confession? You already know I've been working with Saw Gerrera.
Before I deliver you to the Emperor, you will lead me to the remaining Jedi.
I can't. It's just me.
No use resisting. I'll find out one way or another. Sometimes all it takes is a speech. But in there, I have other tools at my disposal. Or maybe I'll just use this. Your master's lightsaber. Jaro Tapal, a traitor like you. And to think one day our children will ask, what is this thing? This relic of a corrupt institution destroyed by its own arrogance.
Arrogance is a trap a lot of us fall into, Senator.
I'm sure the Emperor won't mind if I deliver you to him in pieces.
What? Did you really think you could capture me? You've got classified military intel stored on your yacht. And you just brought it right to me. Thanks, BD.
You'll burn for this.
That's mine.
Stop the Jedi!
Take him alive!
Come and get me.
Alright, we are in full control of Cal Kestis, Jedi Knight, 5 years into his journey. And what you'll know about Survivor here is that a lot of the abilities that Cal learned in the previous game carried over into this one. You got the Force Push and the Force Pull ability, you got the Saber Throw, the Jedi Flip, and even though you can't really do the stasis freely anymore, it does return in some fashion. You'll see how that move is implemented the further we get along. Can't forget the Force Grab, that is a fan favorite. You can grab non-force sensitive enemies and just hold them in place. Oh, my leg! It's always fun beating up the security guards here.
Not so fast, Senator. Hit it, BD. Now he comes to us. He's coming a little hot. Oh, really hot! Hold on!
BD, how strong was your tractor beam, man? Seriously.
It's okay. These things happen. We gotta get to that yacht. That was a close one, buddy. It's not your fault. Catch up with the yacht.
The Uncharted style free climbing is back, and it's a bit more involved this time around. Okay, it's just stormtroopers. Where in the previous game, the jumping mechanics were more simple, here everything is a bit more complicated, and they might throw like a platforming section with wall running, or hell, maybe even a wall running section with skating or something. Things get more intense, as sequels tend to be. This is actually a really good sequel. I think I prefer this game over Fallen Order for many reasons. Day one, however, performance was a bit rough. I actually made a video when this game came out about how the performance was. And granted, the game was still good back then. It was just, get douche chills just thinking about it. The gameplay was not up to par, but it has long been since fixed. And now this is probably runner-up for one of the best Star Wars games ever made.
We gotta find that yacht before the Empire does.
And I don't say that lightly because I have a lot of favorite Star Wars games. Hell, I think my favorite one is Battlefront 2 from 2005. But Jedi Survivor, man, they pulled out all the stops here.
Whatever intel the Senators got stashed, hope it's worth the risk. You never give up hope, do you, buddy?
The Coruscant Undercity, which is known as Level 2046, is going to be your tutorial for the game. We'll slowly introduce you to the different force abilities that Cal can use, as well as different stances that you can get. Now in the previous game, you may remember Cal having a dual lightsaber. That returns. But you may also remember Cal splitting that lightsaber into two. That can only be used in special abilities in that case, but here, no, that's its own stance. And that is a badass stance. Think of like Ahsoka Tano, but slightly worse and not as skilled. But it's still Cal Kestis, so he can kick ass. Meditation points also make the return. You can spend skill points on different abilities or rest up.
We can rest there.
But be forewarned, Any slain enemies that are taken out will come back if you rest up.
Cowards. I beg you. I fought in the war.
I doubt that. Now clear out. Senator's orders. Oh, that's it. Blast them.
Force echoes make the return, and they add a bit more to the lore, as they're basically visions of the past. This game's story takes place in 9 BBY, 9 years before the Battle of Yavin in Episode 4, but around 10 years after Revenge of the Sith. So Luke and Leia would have been anywhere between 9 and 11 during this time, and also Vader is at the very height of his career as the Sith Lord. There's no way he's going to be in this game too. He's too busy. He's got other things to deal with. He's on the other side of the galaxy. There's no way. Anyway, here's your stats tree. You got 3 different stat types. You got survival, lightsaber, and force abilities. And those trees are broken up into sectors too. But starting with the 3 main trees, you got survival. Cal's health bar, his stims, I think they're called, how you can heal, and all that good stuff. Lightsaber abilities are more self-explanatory. You get different movesets. What I just bought and demonstrated was the lunging strike. A stab forward basically, but it's useful. You just have to press and hold the triangle button, and it takes up some force ability bar. With the more stances you'll get and the more skill points you achieve, you can turn Cal into an absolute beast. And last but not least is the Force. With the Force skill tree, not only can you make Cal Kestis' Force bar larger, and I do mean larger, but you can make his Force abilities more freakishly overpowered too. Like say for example, Wampa type enemies. Right now I probably can't push him over, but later in the game I might be able to if I upgrade.
Some kind of rare mineral, I guess. Yeah, it's beautiful.
And there are a lot of upgrades in this game. Real talk, I'm not sure if I'm going to fully upgrade Cal by the end of this because, well, there's just so many of them. And I don't take time to off-screen grind. Like, you really do not need to grind to beat the game. Oh, damn. Oh, I forgot to mention, dismemberment on humans is back, though it's more limited than, say, like Jedi Knight or the Force Unleashed games, or at least Force Unleashed 2. It is there, but it's more so a part of cutscenes than anything here. The holomap makes a return, and it's just as hard for me to read here as it was in the previous game. Though I will say that things are slightly more legible here. Inaccessible areas are usually marked in red, main objectives are yellow, and pathways that you can cross easily are marked in green usually. The Senator's yacht is pretty much just a hop, skip, and a jump away.
You want to get a bite after a shift? Sure, I could go for a turbo dog. I heard they make those out of strats. That's just a rumor.
Turbo dog? What the fuck? I'm not sure if I actually want that. Especially if it's made out of scrat. Star Wars food is weird. I still try blue milk though, I want to try that. But stormtroopers are simple, they shoot at you, and you can deflect their blaster bolts back at them. Scout troopers are also simple, though I still can't understand why they're the de facto melee units of the Empire and not snipers, but that's besides the point. The scout troopers, well, there are 2 variants. You got the standard ones, who are easy to take down and are just cannon fodder, and you got the elite ones with the shoulder pads. They are just as simple to take down, but they have more red attacks which you cannot avoid, or cannot parry. You have to dodge those. Anyway, get reintroduced to the dual lightsaber stance. Pretty good at AoE, I will say that much. It's also good for heavy blaster units. The parry window on the dual saber is huge, and I do mean huge. Damage is a bit lesser than the single stance, but there are some attacks in dual stance where you have super armor. So you can just buff through enemy attacks to continue your strike and make the hit. Though you'll still take slight damage. It's not like you're completely punishment free in super armor mode.
Getting closer. Hanging in there, BD? Don't look down.
took you so long?
Oh, you know, just hanging out, taking in the sights. Been a while since I was on Coruscant. Thanks, Bode.
Part of the job, Kestis.
Man, I hate to be the street cleanup crew to get that guy off the pavement. God damn it, another stormtrooper again?
This heist might be over real quick.
Why make it easy for him?
Ah,
Where's the crew?
heading to the yacht. We'll meet him there. Oh, and Bravo said no comms.
No comms it is. Bravo knows best.
Anyway, here's your new ally to the game, Bode Acuna. He's going to help you out through a good majority of the game, not all of it, but he'll be there.
Ooh, you don't want that.
Remind me to tell you about the Corita job sometime.
Looks like that factory stopped the yacht. I'd call that a win.
No gunships. Crew must be making mischief.
Let's not keep them waiting.
Oh, these guys talk a lot, so forgive me if I clam up on some occasions, but shit, I gotta hear the dialogue. What am I saying? I clam up on most occasions. Alright, so we need to get Bode to move that container.
Worth a shot.
I also need to ask Bode if I could borrow that jetpack. I want a jetpack too, man, god damn it. Half bounty hunter, half Jedi, come on, what more can I ask for?
That jetpack's handy.
Remind me to tell you how I got it sometime. Who taught you to move like that?
My master. Every time I fell, he got me back on my feet.
Sounds like a good teacher to me.
Well, I mean, you could actually run on the walls if you're skilled enough. It's not just a Jedi trope. Come on, Bode, you gotta get good. You gotta get good. Alright, so we need to make our way over there. There's gonna be a couple more encounters with stormtroopers and scouts. Again, pretty easy to deal with. But when I tell you that this game has perks, oh yeah, Star Wars Jedi Survivor has a perk system. You can make the game as easy or as challenging as you want. But first we need to get to a save point so I can demonstrate that.
See that cable?
On it, Kestis.
The single lightsaber stance is the most basic lightsaber stance, but also probably the one that you'll have to rely on the most in this game. It's completely balanced, there's no outright strength or weakness with the single blade, and in fact, I think it is probably my second most preferred stance in the game because of that. As I will demonstrate, the single stance is aggressive enough to where you can keep on the attack, but also defensive enough to where you won't get damaged as much.
Hey, fellas. Here we go.
You killed them all.
You can swap stances on the fly too. Cal will gain access to 5 stances in the game total. You can only equip 2 at a time though at a save point.
Troopers coming.
Let's get the drop on him.
Sure thing. On your signal.
You can also have Bode help you out with tag team maneuvers by pressing R1 in circle. Or square. It's either one of the face buttons. I think it is square. Ouch!
Okay.
I felt that through my helmet.
Yeah, you too.
Sorry, I can't really read the controls on screen because I'm slightly off angle from my TV, so I can't really tell what's going on. Or at least what it says on the screen. I can see the action though, but I can't really see like the subtitles and stuff. I need a better setup for my shit, I know. Anyway, have Bode move this sign. Don't even understand how he's strong enough to do that, but okay, maybe it's the jetpack. Giving him extra propulsion, that's all. Okay, here's the save point. I'm going to show off the perk system and why it could either be detrimental or very helpful to you. As I will demonstrate, here's the stance system too. But you can equip stuff to your lightsaber to make the game as simple or as ball-busting as you want. Let's see. I'm going to show off Purity and Trendsetter. Interesting combination. Actually, no, let's just do Purity. Now, what Purity does is, it it makes the enemies weaker, but it also makes you weaker. So I take the enemies out in 1 to 2 shots, but they can take me out in 1 to 2 shots. A pretty good challenge run, I will admit, and I'm gonna show that off for a while, as I almost die a couple of times here.
This place is a ghost town.
Coruscant's changed a lot over the last few years. These days, just being outside's asking for trouble.
Speaking of trouble, let's avoid that patrol.
Agreed.
Okay, noodle place, but it has a neon sign of a bar and a drink. I don't get it. Oh god, probe droids are back. Now that worked out better than I thought. Now, the probe droids pretty much worked how they did in the previous game. They shoot at you, and then once they get to a certain point of damage, then they'll try to self-destruct. So I try to take a very hands-off approach with them and just deflect their blaster bolts back. Bo, can you attack that? Okay, never mind, you suck. But yeah, that one blaster bolt took like 3/4 of my health and I'm already almost dead. Yeah, that's the purity gimmick for you.
Level 2034. Skylane accident. I think it could have been terrorists. Think it's a coordinated attack? Hard to say. Wouldn't be surprised.
Game over. I'm screwed. Or am I? This is what force stasis is relegated to now. An area-wide effect where all the enemies are slowed down. It no longer takes your blue force bar, but rather an orange force bar that's underneath that blue bar. So you have 2 bars to worry about, but the stasis fills up pretty quickly. With the purity perk on, yes. Okay, I've had my fun. I gotta take this thing off now. Ah, yeah, I'm probably not going to do any perks throughout this whole playthrough, but then again, this is part 1 and I've only recorded 2 parts so far, so we shall see. Only time can tell. Maybe I turn into a gunslinger and grow my beard out. Maybe I become Kylo Ren, who knows? Yeah, but I got a clear shot and I don't even have a gun. Oh, god damn it. Another probe droid. I probably just alerted the whole planet to my presence. Why is that guy laying up like that? Oh, sorry. I just got a bad back. I gotta sit like this while I die.
The Emperor turned the Jedi Temple into his palace.
Yeah, that's what the Empire does best. Take something you love and make it something you can't stand the sight of anymore.
I wouldn't call the Jedi Temple an aesthetically pleasing location, but it looked cool, I guess. It's a pretty good Battlefront 2 map.
Working with Saw Gerrera.
Not long. A few jobs here and there.
I can tell you impressed him. That isn't easy.
I'm good at what I do and I don't ask the wrong questions. That combination tends to open doors.
I do have a question for all of you before I head off and do part 2. What do you think of Jedi Survivor? Do you think it's badass? Great sequel? Or do you think Fallen Order is just better in every way?
You might be able to use that crane to get across the bridge.
Using the Empire's tools against him.
There's a secret down here that we can get. Pretty much just a simple jump forward.
I've given you everything I have.
We're here to protect you. I'm sure that's worth a few more credits.
Ah, yes, indeed. Not only is the Empire a totalitarian regime, but it's also the Italian Mafia. We'll keep you safe, but you gotta pay up 10,000 credits. Otherwise, your ass is grass.
Jedi here? It's gotta be a prank, right? Word is there was an assassination attempt. Someone moved against the Senator? Got me to go against Sejan. Yeah. From what I hear, his enemies end up being turbo.
Oh geez, what's with these turbo dogs? I want to know what exactly goes into a turbo dog. And I want to make sure not to eat it. In fact, I'm not sure if there are too many instances where the characters eat on screen in a Star Wars film. Besides the blue milk, but that's a classic.
Enemy closing in! I'm unsure if this is working.
Great timing.
Here are the elite scout troopers. Again, like I said before, they are a bit more challenging than the standards, but not by much. In fact, if I were to compare it, it's kind of like LeBron James dunking on a college student as opposed to a high school student. It's still LeBron James dunking on somebody. Meet the security droid K405. He's challenging, but then again, you have Bo with you, and I just killed him in one shot because of the purity perk.
He was a fan of you either.
We're taking that perk off next part.
Find something, buddy?
What's he got?
Ascension cable. Workers use them for construction now.
Can you repair it?
Cable's a bit frayed. Not in bad shape. Should be a quick patch job.
So I heard you fought the Empire on Kashyyyk.
Yeah.
Hijacked a walker and broke open an Imperial prison camp single-handed.
That one was BD.
Just the two of you.
And some friends. What about you, new guy? You in this for the credits?
Credits never hurt. But, I have a daughter. Kata. I don't get to see her as often as I'd like, but at least I can provide for her.
Must be hard, being away from her. Is her mother?
She's gone. The Empire took her from us.
Sorry. Taking a lot of people.
More every day. You ever use one of those?
I'll figure it out. It was a scrapper on Braca.
You've been through a lot for someone so young.
Just trying to survive.
Aren't we all?
Cal just crafted a new item in the Ascension cable. Now you can rappel to higher ground and make dear old Obi-Wan proud.
That wasn't so hard. Back to the bridge.
Hope the crew's doing all right. If Gabs gets bored, she might slice into Imperial comms for fun.
She that good?
Too good. Syndicate trained, but got on the wrong side of her employers. Bravo used to fly for the Republic.
That explains a lot.
Why'd you start working with Cuban lids?
Cantina on Norset. Bounty hunter got the drop on me. Winds threw him down a mine shaft. Friends?
But yeah, that's going to do it for part 1 of Jedi Survivor. Hope you guys stay tuned for part 2 where we find the Senator and hopefully get off this rock we call Coruscant. Leave a comment down below just to let me know that you didn't get force pushed off the map. I'll see you guys for part 2 on Wednesday. Take it easy and good night.